We're in China. It's the year 1958. We're waging war against the rats, the flies, the mozzies, and the Eurasian tree sparrows.
Flan. I grew up on the plains. There were Eurasian tree sparrows everywhere. What did a Eurasian tree sparrow ever do to you? They were fine.
This is serious, Craig.
Get your gongs and wash basins ready, because we're killing them sparrows by lack of sleep.
This can't be true.
What the heck?
G'day everyone, welcome to Flogs. Lovely to have you here with us. Now, coming up on Flogs, Good Intentions. The landowners that nuked their properties so Preeble's meadow jumping mice can't live there. Alcohol prohibition that really got people fucked up. The Eurasian sparrows that just want some damn sleep. And Burger King's tone-deaf marketing that literally said, women belong in the kitchen. G'day, Craig. G'day, Uncle Tim. All right, let's get into the Endangered Species Act and landowner backfire. So today we are going to be talking about times when people tried to do the right thing and it didn't go so well.
Sorry, when you say Endangered Species Act, it could mean one of two things, right? It could be like the legislation regulation of protecting animals that we're running out of numbers for, or
I think they call that endangered.
Yeah, or the Endangered Species Act, which is the animals that are pretending to be endangered, but they're actually not.
Yeah, now that does sound floggy.
Because I don't stand for that. Like, I'm quite sick of it, to be honest. Like, I see a rat and it's like, oh, don't hurt me, I'm endangered. It's like, oh, no. But it's actually just
when we know there's lots of those.
Endangered Species Act, and I've fallen for it again.
Yeah, it is. It's an act. That's a good point, actually. It was passed in 1973, and it was designed to recover imperiled wildlife to a point where they no longer required the act's protection.
Yeah, that's the good kind.
Yeah, so they were like, look, we're going to look after these endangered species until they're not endangered anymore, and then every little rat for themselves, basically. So it was all well and good, great idea, but they had strict land use control provisions, which severely penalised private landowners by imposing fines of up to $100,000 and jail time for harming a protected species or its potential habitat, while offering no financial compensation for lost land value or use. So you're a farmer, you got your farm, and you've got what's endangered? Quolls, dodos, dodos just milling about there.
Cosmonauts.
Yeah.
Cosmonauts.
Yep. And the dodos,
Parking spaces.
So because they felled the trees and the dodos didn't have anywhere to hang out, they could potentially face fines of up to $100,000 or jail time. And what happens though is it turns the little critters into heavy financial liabilities and turns landowners into the enemies of wildlife. So to protect their livelihoods and property values, landowners began applying scorched earth policies, preemptively clear-cutting forests, ploughing fields, and clearing brush to ensure their property remains completely unsuitable for protected species. North Carolina landowner Ben Cohn, for example, dramatically increased his timber harvest from less than 1,000 tonnes to over 10,000 tonnes per year after finding red-cockaded woodpeckers on his land to prevent them from occupying more acreage.
Wait, so he harvests that many woodpeckers? They don't seem that endangered. If you can harvest that many woodpeckers, then there's a fuckload of them.
Nah, so he was doing...
That's the act you were talking about,
yeah,
Craig.
he fell for the...
They're acting like they're endangered.
They're like, no, don't harm us. We're endangered. Meanwhile, he harvests like acres of them.
No, so he was harvesting less than 1,000 tonnes per year. Then he He's not harvesting 1,000 tons of woodpeckers. He's harvesting 1,000 tons of timber, right?
Oh,
But
right.
he
Yeah,
increased it to over 10,000 tons a year after he found these red cockaded woodpeckers on his land so that they wouldn't take over and him not be able to use his land. Similarly, small landowners in the Pacific Northwest engaged in panic cutting of forests out of fear of spotted owl regulations, and 26% of surveyed Colorado and Wyoming landowners managed their properties to make them inhospitable to Preble's meadow jumping mice.
Now, I'm assuming that they've had a little bit of notice given, just to try to fill in some gaps with this nonsensical story here. Did they say they're going to do these punitive things for the farmers, starting from, like a couple of months from now, and then they've gone in and plowed up their fields and blown up their woodpeckers and stuff?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, that makes a lot more sense than if there is already a fine in place. Then you kind of have to get fined.
Yeah.
Craig?
So how do they know that these animals are there in the first place? Or does the farmer just find one of these spotted jumping owls and
They
go,
count the dead ones after
"Fuck."
they've actually cut all the trees down and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. But wouldn't
Oh,
they
there
just
was
why
a
do they
dodo here.
why do they
Yeah.
mention it? Why don't they just go, "Oh no, we cleared the land for farming"? Any endangered animals? No,
No.
not a single one.
Good point. Yeah,
There was
that's
not
true.
one hot-blooded.
Don't dig through our bins. Don't dig through our bins or anything.
Yeah.
No, there was nothing there.
Yeah, and then meanwhile they're like, "Fuck, man, we just harvested 10 tons of woodpeckers." Don't
And
tell the ranger.
even if red
Yeah.
cocked woodpeckers were actually like in abundance, you get 10 tons out of the population. They're endangered.
Were they called red-cocked woodpeckers?
Yeah.
Red cockaded woodpeckers, yeah.
Oh man, that's a very funny name.
Yeah, so basically the landowners could get big fines or jail time if they harmed a protected species or its potential habitat. So
When the legislation went in, not beforehand, when they all rushed out and ruined their land. Scorched it.
yeah, unless they were like, okay, we're putting this thing in and we're going to be checking. So we'll be coming out randomly. We're going to turn up at your farm and we're going to check.
Month or so.
Could be any day. And then the farm's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah,
get the plow, Steve.
might
Come on.
Yeah, it might even be Thursday. Who knows?
Might be around 10:30 if you've got the billy on.
Yeah.
All right, let's rate these farmers on the flogometer.
Oh, that's flog material.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So
I was trying to maybe get Craig to change his answer by coaching him. I apologise for that.
okay, yeah, that's okay.
You don't even know my answer yet.
Yeah.
We're waiting with bated breath.
Okay. This whole Endangered Animal Act, like, to be honest, I'm a bit sick of it. Like, it's called evolution.
Yeah, that's right.
But
Darwin didn't have people meddling with their habitat or nothing, did he?
That's right. If you haven't evolved enough to be able to cope with having your home bulldozed and being squished under a harvester, you don't actually deserve to be around. So I'm going to give the farmers, I'm going to give them a 5 because they're doing like something bad on purpose.
Right. Okay.
Especially
what about you?
Fucking woodpeckers. Red-cocked fucking woodpeckers.
What about you, Uncle Tim? What about them Preble's meadow jumping mice?
Well, I'm a little bit along the same lines as it's quite opportunist. I think if they had maybe done it in a better way, they wouldn't have forced the farmers' hands to preempt it. So yeah, but it is a bit of a floggy thing. I mean, those woodpeckers. I'm gonna just going to do a little bit of research.
Red cockaded woodpecker.
But
All right,
I
Uncle Tim.
That is actually that's a pretty good looking bird.
Stop looking at your Ralph magazines, Uncle Tim. All right, we're trying to record a podcast.
wait, what am I?
Apparently, it's on the internet now.
Oh,
what?
These Ralph magazines.
What am I looking up? Red cock pecker.
We're not looking it up.
And
You can do that later.
Okay. Womble Rule 34. Okay. Oh, Jesus.
Uncle Tim, how do you rate these farmers on the...
I have to put, because that is a good-looking bird, I'm going to say 9.
Okay, well, you're both wrong.
On the first thing. I haven't given myself a lot of space.
You haven't, yeah.
Couple of stories.
Haven't got much room there, but that's okay. It was actually a 7. All right, well, good job, everyone. Now, our next one, we're talking the failures and iron law of alcohol prohibition. So 1920 to 1933, the national prohibition of alcohol, frequently called the Noble Experiment, was undertaken to reduce crime.
Sorry to interject. I'm assuming we're not talking Australia here.
If you'd let me finish my sentence. So maybe leave questions to the end, or I don't know.
I did apologize.
Let's move on. Okay. So it was undertaken to reduce crime and corruption, solve social issues, cut the tax burden of prisons and poorhouses. That's poorhouses, P-O-O-R houses. So not poor, like P-O-U-R houses. And improve health and hygiene in America. But it was a miserable failure.
How did it go? Oh, wait. Sorry, you keep going.
There's no question.
It was a miserable failure. So as I was just saying, yeah. On all counts, which sparked a
Sorry, that was a bad cough.
I wonder if they actually measured whether there was any good that did actually come out of it.
Well, yeah, we'll get into that shortly. So it was a miserable failure on all counts, sparking a dramatic rise in violent organized crime, filled federal prisons, and rampant corruption of public officials. The federal prison population skyrocketed by 366% between 1914 and 1932. And by 1930, fully half of all received prisoners had been convicted of prohibition violations. Don't know how that makes sense.
But it sounds that I'm getting the idea here that it didn't go that well.
No, so it didn't go too well. And the enforcement efforts actually made the prohibited substance more potent because, illegal bootleggers prioritized easily hidden compact goods to evade detection. Weaker, bulkier drinks like beer became relatively more expensive to supply. While beer prices rose by over 700%, spirit prices rose by only 270%, driving an absolute increase in the consumption of distilled spirits over pre-prohibition levels. Because there was no production standards, moonshine was often adulterated with toxic industrial chemicals. And as a result, the national death toll from poisoned bootleg liquor rose appallingly, reaching 4,154 in 1925 compared to 1,064 in 1920, demonstrating that prohibition severely worsened public health outcomes instead of improving them.
And the good thing is, though, they stuck it out. Like these days, change of government, we'll swap that back. But back then, how many years is that? 1930.
13 years?
13 years. That's not bad, is it?
Yeah, the Americans are good at that, though.
They obvious at some point, you think.
No, the
You think
Americans, they'll jump on something and they'll just like ride that wave and go, like, good on them, like sticking to like this, like, we've made a really bad decision here, but we made the decision.
double down.
Exactly. That's discipline. That shows good discipline by the Americans.
Yeah.
Now, I just wanted to mention, do you remember talking about adulterating things with toxic chemicals? One of your friends, Uncle Tim, telling us many years ago that what they used to do when they were younger was they would soak their weed in rat sack. And he said, yeah, like it's probably not good for you, but yeah, it'd give you a real fucking big high. So don't try that at home, everyone.
Maybe, and hi to all the kiddies.
Life hack.
Oh no, do you know what? I've figured that we can put explicit on our thing, and that's now we don't have to do a child safety warning. Sorry, yes. Yeah, to all the kiddies, do not soak your weed in rat sack. That sounds like a really dumb thing to do.
That works, because remember back in the days when you were like at Sanity looking through the CDs and you saw the warning explicit content, so you're just like, no, thank you.
No, I don't want to listen to that.
Yeah, explicit content.
No, wait until I'm 19.
My mum would be so mad. Yeah,
yeah.
I know legally I can listen to it at 18,
I know,
but I don't think I'll be emotionally ready until I'm
that year's buffer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Yeah. We've all been there. Okay, so let's go to you first, Uncle Tim, with the flog rating for the American government for prohibiting alcohol.
And just keep it to the prohibiting alcohol part from that time period, because
from the 1920s for that 13 years, not for anything
not for anything else, because my God, if we opened up that can of worms.
The brief that is the and a hello to all of our American listener,
American friends, I would say,
and friends
American
of
hello.
American listener.
I do digress. I think it's a damn good idea. I think we would need half the police and half the hospitals if we got rid of alcohol. Now, I don't think they hit on the perfect way of doing that, though.
Yeah,
and
that's really
so I would give them points for great idea, and then probably take a lot of points off. 9.
9. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's a big one.
I would, if it was me, I would make the bootleg alcohol illegal and prohibited as well.
Fuck. Oh my God! If they had thought of that at the time,
if we could travel through time, we've just changed history.
My God,
I know. Solving history's problems today.
Wow.
That could be a little segment. Solving history's problems today.
Yeah, that is a great idea.
Do you know? I would have stepped up airport security on the 10th of September 2001.
Jesus Christ. If someone had taught Adolf Hitler a bit of cultural awareness and to be accepting of everyone, no matter
some multiple cultures and stuff like that, and seeing that they were human beings.
Yeah. Okay,
well,
we'll
talk about.
We'll put a pin on that for now, but okay, Craig Newman, American government
during prohibition. I think it's a dumb idea, and I think the whole thing was political and not in the best interest of the actual people themselves, which obviously the people themselves proved that that was not going to be a good move. But at the same time, it also made for a whole bunch of cool movies, so I appreciate that.
And Al Capone.
Fun side fact: Al Capone is actually a derivative from alcoholic.
Oh,
okay.
He was actually born. He was actually born Stephen West.
Right, and then that was his DJ name, Al Capone.
Yes.
Yeah.
American government
yeah.
at the time, look, they were having a go. They were trying something new.
The corruption is it was kind of as much of the criminal in it, wasn't it? No, I mean, I'm all for a good bit of corruption.
No, I don't think the American government at any point in history has had any kind of corruption.
I think they've had good corruption, just not.
Oh yeah, no, they've had good. They've had the best. They've had good corruption. They've had the best corruption. There's no corruption better than their corruption. No, I'm giving them I'm going to give them an 8 because like it was never going to work. Like for fuck's sake.
Yep. Cool. All right. Well, you're both wrong. It was -6.
Oh,
wait, no,
yeah.
that's a dash. No, it was 6. Sorry.
Right.
My apologies. Yeah. Now, and speaking of alcohol, actually, Uncle Tim, how long have you been sober for now?
Over 2.5 years.
Yeah, nice.
It was a New Year's Eve. What do you call New Year's resolution to give up smoking, and I kind of just tacked alcohol on the end.
Yeah.
And I'm loving it.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah.
Not drinking.
Shouldn't have been smoking alcohol in the first place, to be honest.
I know. But, yeah, because it really hurts your lungs.
Yeah.
Well, no. I just. If you're wondering,
we weren't.
No,
I knew you were going to fucking do that. I knew you were going to fucking do that.
You asked me a question, I answered it. There was no follow-up question.
That was it. No one asked
Move
you.
on.
No one asked you, Flan.
Look, I'm not the best with social cues, as you've probably found out. But how about you, Craig? How long has it been since you last had a drink? 30 seconds.
No,
getting a bit thirsty.
Yeah.
No, that's all right. You do other.
No. Look, I just feel like you've cornered me here. I feel like I'm being ganged up on.
Yeah. Do you still?
I'm going to say 7 years. Only when I'm drunk. So yeah, every night.
Right. Well, no, you're right, mate. You just keep fighting the good fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little matey. Anyway, so let's move on to the 4 Pests, China's sparrow campaign.
I've been looking forward to this one.
The 4 Pests, launched in 1958 as part of Mao Zedong's Great Leap Forward. The 4 Pests campaign targeted rats, flies, mosquitoes, and Eurasian tree sparrows for complete eradication. So sparrows were singled out because they consumed grain, seeds, and fruit. To accomplish this, the Chinese government mobilized the entire population aged 5 and above to shoot birds down from the sky, destroy nests, break eggs, and kill chicks. Citizens organized into massive groups to aggressively beat gongs, drums, and wash basins in the evenings to prevent the sparrows from resting in their nests, with the goal of causing them to drop dead through sheer fatigue.
Were they native to the area, or were they putting on the Endangered Species Act? You did not do that, did you?
I did. Yeah. Yep. They were native. Yep.
I believe him. Yeah, me too.
While the campaign pushed sparrows to near extinction within China, it triggered a massive ecological disaster. With sparrows eliminated, crop-devouring locust and other insect populations ballooned uncontrollably, swarming the countryside and destroying crops due to the absolute lack of their primary natural predator.
Hey, so you actually did know the answer, but hadn't gone that far through ChatGPT yet to know that you knew the answer.
Get fucked. I don't even use ChatGPT. But anyway, the severe disruption, compounded by concurrent droughts, floods, and agricultural policy errors, which would not have happened if the sparrows were still around. But jokes aside, this isn't funny.
What?
The wiping out the sparrows contributed to the devastating Great Chinese Famine.
That's because they're all outside running, beating gongs and stuff and chasing the swallows off.
They could have been at home eating dinner.
That's Farmer 101. Don't bong
Yeah.
gung.
Don't be
bang
yeah.
Don't bong your gong.
Don't
Possibly. Okay, how do you guys rate the Mao
Chinese.
Zedong?
How do we rate the
No.
Chinese as Flogs? Is
No.
that what you're asking us right now? Are you
No,
asking
I'm
us to
asking
rate the
you.
Chinese?
Hey,
No,
didn't
I'm
you
not
see
asking to
someone
rate the
just broke
Chinese.
into Craig's room there and has just taken him off, put him in a black van.
Yeah.
Over those
Oh wait, they're dropping him back. No, they brought him back. Don't worry.
Apparently,
They're
my
like,
Chinese
this.
accent wasn't convincing.
Yeah. So yeah.
How do we rate Mao's Long Dong? Is that what you asked?
Yeah, is it
Mao
he's the
Zedong.
frog.
Mao Zedong. But I've never heard of you, so you can't like be that popular making decisions like that. But can I select out of these like different things you've been talking about which one I'm going to rate as a flog and why?
Yep.
I'm going to rate the Chinese farmers as flogs for just going along with such a fucking stupid thing.
Well, they did a pretty good job.
I'm not saying like not taking away like anything from their effort. Like they starved to death from being too busy beating dogs.
This is a stupid idea. We're going to keep on doing it, but it's a really stupid idea.
Yeah, no, they're sitting out there bashing their gongs. Keep bashing that dong.
Bash that dong.
No, so yeah, just sitting there bashing on your wash basin just so they die of sheer fatigue, like going like, fuck, this is pretty tiring actually in its own right.
Yeah.
So yeah, give us a number, Craig.
7.
All right, what about you, Uncle Tim?
Yeah, I'd say 8.
Okay, Craig was right on that one. It was a 7. So
oof,
well done.
Now, from previous experiences.
All right, our last story: the Burger King International Women's Day Twitter blunder. Have you guys heard of this one?
No, I'm intrigued.
So,
no, I have
on
not.
International Women's Day in March 2021, Burger King in the UK launched a marketing campaign intended to draw attention to the lack of female representation in professional kitchens, where only 20% of chefs are women, and promote their new HER culinary scholarship program.
I see, because that says her, which is a feminine.
Yes, it does.
Right.
Yeah.
So it does. It does.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
I checked it.
Yeah. So
I ran it through the calculator.
Yeah.
So they, part of their campaign, they printed a full-page print ad in the New York Times, which displayed the provocative headline, "Women Belong in the Kitchen," immediately alongside large clarifying body copy.
Oh.
How
is that Twitter?
So the campaign backfired catastrophically when they adapted it to Twitter, where on an International Women's Day, they just tweeted the provocative headline in complete isolation to bait user engagement.
Oh.
On International Women's Day, just tweeted, "Women belong in the kitchen."
Yeah.
That's fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
I just want to get engagement. Women belong in the kitchen, and Hitler was right.
And then, intending to provide context in subsequent threaded replies.
Oh yeah, fucking hell.
Yeah, of course they were. Yeah.
What I really meant was,
that's it.
Yeah.
And then they fired Andrew Tate from their marketing department.
Guys, you didn't let me finish.
Yeah. So netizens immediately reacted with outrage and calls for boycotts, sharing standalone screenshots without reading or clicking into the thread. The brand was ultimately forced to delete the tweet, apologize, and clean up the thread.
That actually is good publicity, though, isn't it? Because that's That's lasted a lot longer than them having an advertising campaign. It's popping up.
Is it
It's
good
popping up here.
publicity though?
What was the brand?
Burger King.
Huh?
Can't be that good a
Who was it?
champion.
Burger King.
Burger King. Yeah,
All
see,
right.
Burger King is still around, aren't they?
Yeah. All right. They are. So let's get into our ethical dilemma.
Oh yes.
So,
Oh, this is my new favourite bit. It used
okay.
to be the end, but this now is my favourite bit.
Okay. So you're the head of a brand new government task force called the Department of Preventing Things That Might Possibly Be Bad Eventually.
Wipe them all
Or
out.
your team has invented a revolutionary plan. Ban all nocturnal animals from being awake at night so farmers can sleep better and productivity will rise. So you've already drafted the policy: mandatory bedtime for owls, curfews for possums, glow-in-the-dark vests for bats so people can see them breaking curfew, and a hotline for reporting suspicious rustling after 9 p.m. But scientists...
What kind of
the look on
fucking
Greg's face.
question is this?
Okay, so
Scientists
scientists
research.
scientists warn you that enforcing bedtime on nocturnal wildlife will cause a mosquito population boom. No bats equals no mosquito control. A single bat eats up to 1,000 mosquitoes per hour, apparently. Owls, quolls, snakes, and other nocturnal predators keep rodents in check. If they're forced to sleep, rats and mice breed uncontrollably, crop damage increases, disease risk rises, urban areas get Hanoi Rat Massacre 2, Electric Boogaloo, and plants will start dying because pollination collapses. So now you face a dilemma.
So the dilemma here is what, that or not, or is there?
Well,
the
money
dilemma
changing
here
hands?
is, what the fuck did you just say?
so now you face a dilemma. Do you push ahead with your brilliant, world-changing, sleep-enhancing wildlife bedtime policy, knowing it might trigger an ecological disaster, or do you cancel it and admit you were wrong?
Well, like, what was the start of that? You are the
Can I have a fake
government? Like,
Yeah.
what is your role here?
You've come up with a revolutionary plan. You're
So,
the head of a brand
yeah.
new government task force.
Oh, government task force?
Yeah.
Not a
You can't
consultant.
admit you're wrong. You can't admit you're wrong.
Okay. What about you, Uncle Tim?
I would admit that I was wrong, but blame it on someone else.
Oh, that's
Craig.
good. I wish I thought of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Clever. Okay. So
And then that means I've saved the world, and I've already got someone like Craig's in trouble.
That was
yeah.
It was a really, really fucking big build up to a really dumb question.
Well, I think we'll let the listeners decide that for themselves. You still with us, listeners?
Neb?
You there?
Neb.
Okay, so all right. Now we've all been there. We've all done something thinking this is going to be awesome. People are going to love this. And then you're serving 25 to life. Now you can be a flog, but don't be a fucking flog.
There's something in that for all of us.
Yeah,
really.
that's a bit of a mix.
On that note, thanks for joining us, everyone. We will see you next week for
What's
this
next?
crazy... What?
What's next?
I think
I was trying to build up. I was trying to build it. I was trying to get excited, but
I think it's train flogs too.
Nah, it's not. Coming up next week, a crazy guy in New South Wales that keeps chucking a shitload of birdseed on the ground. It sounds fucked and it sounds dumb, but trust me, you'll want to hear all about it.
I do now.
Yeah. Is his name Keith?
His name? Is it the guy that like? Oh no, that was in Brisbane. The guy that got photoed doing a shit in someone's porch as he was going for a morning jog.
What's that got to do with bird feed?
It's got
I
nothing
don't
to do
know.
with bird feed. All right. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Just a quick favor before we wrap up. If you want to help us help you by making our podcast even better, please make sure you hit the follow button.
Hit the follow button. And if you want to send cash, we will donate every single cent of that cash to a worthwhile charity of your choosing.
Yep, possibly. All right. Cheers, everyone. Bye.
Bye.